teachers of Reddit, what is the most elaborate cheating technique you caught onto? That's right, there's cheaters and they're out there. Beware, you may be one of them. I'm gonna guess that you are one of them. And if you are, oh, you don't even want to know. I can just find it. Soon as I find my ruler. Oh, there it is. How about now? You wanna cheat now? I didn't think so. Some of you guys out there are trying to get froggy. All right, some of you. Some of you. And it's not funny, okay? So today, we're gonna react to people cheating in the craziest ways possible. To be honest, I really like reacting to Reddit stuff, okay? There's no games to play right now anyway. I really enjoyed reacting to entitled parents, and a lot of you guys seem to enjoy it as well. Sure, it's not like the most trending topic right now, but I don't care. I like it. Let's see what these crazy freaking kids / college students have done to cheat on their tests. Don't you use them. Don't you start cheating, okay? That's why I got the ruler. I'm saying don't do it. YouTube's gonna twist it and be like, oh, he's encouraging people to cheat. Not personally a teacher. Well, not a high school teacher anyway, but a friend, well, acquaintance. He told this story at trivia one night. But a friend of mine is. He had a girl in one of his classes pull the classic write the answers / formulas on a piece of paper taped inside of her skirt trick. Yeah, everyone knows that. Okay, well, I personally like write the answers on the lower part of my back fat. I personally like that one. You know, I use that one all the time to cheat on my exams. Always got away with it. They never checked the back fat. They don't know why you're doing this number, you know? Oh, there we go. 4, it's 4. So yeah, I've heard about the skirt technique. I didn't know that was a thing. Do girls do this? He taught biology, so for his class, it was part of the cell etc. I don't know what that means, but biology was pretty freaking hard, to me at least, but I'm not very smart. That's why I'm a YouTuber. He wasn't positive that was going on, though. He was suspicious because, A, this girl failed every homework, pop quiz, and project, but she was an idiot, okay? She must be a YouTuber as well. But miraculously always did well on the announced quizzes and tests, and B, she was generally a tomboy who he noticed was always wearing a skirt on test days. So, okay, so she's obviously wearing probably jeans all the time, and all of a sudden, oh, it's a test, she's gonna wear skirts. But without fail, every time he had a quiz or a test, she was wearing a skirt. He was a male teacher though, so that introduced problems. Okay, yes. You can't just be like, take off your skirt. Like, even if you know they're cheating, it's like checkmate. She knows what she's doing. Okay, that just introduced a whole, a big problem, a big elephant in the room. Okay, I look forward to seeing how he's gonna get out of this one. Cause she can't just cheat, right? Oh my God. He's gotta pull some Death Note crap. He never actually caught her cheating because the desk made it hard to see from a distance. If he was wrong and demanded she prove that she was cheating, he'd be fired for harassment in a heartbeat. That is true, okay? I don't think I have to say this. This was actually 40 years ago, surprisingly, that this was actually wrote. But imagine today? No. You know that would not fly. Not even the slightest. And granted, that would be weird. Like, yeah, it would be. It would sound weird. He was talking to another teacher and mentioned it, and the teacher mentioned she was suspicious of that student as well. But this teacher claimed to have actually caught the student in the act. She demanded that the student go straight to the principal's office, but when the vice principal checked, there was no answers and she was sent back. Oh, wow. So really? Okay, well, the story's just not over, guys. In case you couldn't tell, that teacher was reprimanded. Granted, the teacher had a history of making false accusations anyway. Oh, okay, all right. So it's like one of those paranoid teachers. I know you're cheating out there. Wacko teachers. I had some teachers when I was in high school similar to that, so you probably have some as well. But my acquaintance figured the girl had just ripped the answers out and dropped them in the trash on the way. That's probably true. So my acquaintance got smart. Ooh, okay, this is where the Death Note stuff's coming in. One day after a test, he immediately took the girl's test and asked her to come talk in the hall. Holding up the test, he asked her questions from it that she had just answered, but she wasn't able to answer most. Oh my God. Got him. Pretend the chair's a cheater. Don't cheat. That's actually super smart. And I bet you the funny thing about it is I bet you the teacher was up for nights on end just thinking, just writing plans down. How am I gonna get this student? This is my biggest challenge yet as a teacher. So he gave her a chance to come clean and confess, but she says she couldn't think like this under pressure, so he told her to go down to the principal's office alone. He went back in his classroom, but saw her go to the restroom before going to the, oh, so he's stalking her. I get it why he's doing it, but that totally is raising red flags, you know? I'm watching you, sneaky snake. Yeah, That's right, I'm everywhere, so don't freaking do it. As soon as she came out of the restroom, he went in. Risky since it was a girl's room, but no one was there, and there in the trash was a cheat sheet. The girl got to the principal's office pulling her usual sob routine about how she, I was being harassed and targeted, which was earning sympathy since the previous accusation resulted in a reprimand for the other teacher. This is insane. This is a whole elaborate scheme. Then my acquaintance walks in with the cheat sheet in hand. The school issued an apology to the other teacher, and the cheater was suspended for a week, then expelled not long after for attempting to buy a paper from a former graduate. Why would you go so far to cheat? Why don't you just study? What are you doing that's so important that you can't just freaking take like 30 minutes to an hour after school to study? You're a kid, you don't have a job. Assuming it's high school, I don't even know. But I'm sure it is, or probably not. Why don't you just freaking, you already show up to school, just pay attention, okay? Or at least own up to your mistakes. Okay, I have a confession, guys. It's true. They're probably gonna take away my diploma, and that would just ruin me if they did that. I never actually read Harry Potter. I cheated on all the books. I read like 60 pages of the first books, yet I took AR tests on every single one, and I passed. So, and I didn't see the movies either. For the record, okay, the teacher made it very, very easy. My friend was literally sitting right next to me giving me all the answers, and he was just like, it was so easy, okay? But I needed the points. I'm sorry. I don't know anything about Harry Potter, but those books were thick AF and had so many AR points. Again, not encouraging it, but you know, I just had to come clean. Whew, that feels good. All right, next cheater. This is how to catch a cheater. School style. Clawing back through the mists of time. So you sound like you're 1,000. I remember the girls caught onto a good method. We had to wear uniforms. Come exam time, all the girls would wear their blue tights. It was found that they were writing cheat sheets on their legs in blue ink, and then by pulling their tights, they could see through them and read the cheat sheets. Super sneaky. It sounds like girls are the only one that cheats, okay? I never cheated. Girls are like freaking ninjas, man. Never write on yourself. You can't dispose of the evidence easily. Quick, soft my leg! It's too late. We can't wash it off. The whole leg's gotta come up. Apparently now there's like apps that like will help you cheat. I'm not advertising them or saying to go find them or anything like that, but I know people were like advertising that, and then that was like a whole thing. Okay, I don't just pay attention, okay? Just pay attention. Or just take the F, okay? Either one. I would just write the answers on my legs and then take my pants / underwear off halfway through the exams. Never got caught once. Yeah, I'm sure that worked out just fine. Listen up, if you thought students couldn't get any more trickier than that, they literally would program things in their calculators. You know those really smart calculators? Here's a picture of it right here. Super fancy calculators with the big screens where people would draw things. I remember back, like, people would create Mario games. Like, you were able to create games. They were just like little mini computers back then, you know, because like we didn't have touchscreen phones, and the only touchscreen phones that we did have really sucked, and you couldn't even get on the internet. Like, it really sucked. So people would use the calculators, and apparently here's a story here. Not sure if this counts, but way back when I was taking physics and calc at the same time, that's a nightmare. Sounds like a nightmare to me. I barely passed algebra 1. A lot of lessons would require memorizing these long, specific multivariable formulas for certain problems. I don't know what I was saying there. Instead of doing that, I gave myself a crash course on programming my graphics calculator and wrote programs to take a multivariable input and enter them into the formulae properly. I don't even know what it's saying. It's just speaking gibberish right now. But apparently the calculator would spit out answers there. I don't remember a single one. Did you ever have to show work? Exactly. Oh God, that's like the most annoying thing. And here's the thing too. Like, I would, like, in my math class, they were always asked to show work, and sometimes, like, it's harder to show work. Like, I'm not even cheating. I know the answer in my head. Just let me freaking put it, okay? I came up with it in my own brain. You don't know me. Teachers don't know me. You're not in my brain. Teachers at my school would always reset calculators prior to exams. I had games on mine, and all my high scores were deleted. Oh, that's so sad. I actually remember people programming. I don't even know how they did it. They're so smart. And the funny thing is, you have to be, like, pretty smart to probably do that, and yet they couldn't pass their classes. That just goes to show, you know, just because, like, you might be failing a certain grade doesn't mean you're not smart, okay? It's just a single thing. If it's not something you want to do, it's hard to be interested in it. That doesn't mean that you're bad just because there's an F on your paper, okay? Like, the richest people in the world have failed school. I'm not saying go and fail school. Obviously, go graduate, get your diploma, okay? Like Michael Jordan says, don't do drugs. Stay in school. Kids, I gotta give a hand to the people that can program Super Mario in their calculators, but they can't. They don't know what 9 + 10 is. So the teachers would clear the calculators because they caught on. The teachers, you know, I need to put this thing down. The teachers were starting to get sly, okay? They knew those kids were doing. You know, in the teacher's lounge, they all have a round table meeting about what little Jimmy's doing today. Sorry. Whoops. But Panda Launch got the step up ahead of them, okay? I wrote a program that made the calculator say MIM cleared. So they would fool the teachers thinking it's cleared. Oh my god. So much time just spent trying to cheat. I just feel better with the ruler in my hand. Is that okay? I don't care if you think it's okay. This is a part of me, okay? Baldi is now a part of me. We need Baldi as a real teacher, okay? I guarantee you there'll be no cheating if you got Baldi up in there, okay? In sophomore year, the day before finals, after school, I walked into my biology teacher's office and plugged the mini fridge. You got a mini fridge in your cheating scam? He had set up and moved all the contents, including a few cans of Diet Coke, to the mini fridge to the next class over. The next day for finals, I waited outside the door until my class had all entered and gotten seated, and as soon as the bell rang, I swung open the door and pretended to be out of breath. The teacher looked up and smiled and asked if I had a late pass. Come on, it's the last day. Are you really going to make me get a tardy slip? Mr. Hell the King BB, that's their username. If we do not have a structure of rules and consequences in life, we do not have anything. And that is a good point. So I walked down to the office and got my tardy slip and came back in class. As I handed my teacher the tardy slip, I said, I ran into Mrs. shares this classroom with you, the teacher next door, I guess. And she told me to let you know the fridge isn't working, so she moved your stuff into the office next door. His eyes lit up like the 4th of July. I made my way back to the seat and he said, aren't you forgetting something? I swung back around and took my seat at the desk of shame located right to his, next to his desk. The desk of shame existed for late people and people who misbehaved or disrupted class time. Oh my god, I freaking hate those teachers. Like, they just have to make a scene out of the students. You know, actually, if I was a teacher, I'd probably do the same thing. My biology teacher would actually call us tards. So stupid. I thought it was the funniest thing at the time, though. You know, as I was in the back of the class reading my Full Metal Alchemist. What did you just say? I literally read this in high school, by the way. This is the same manga. There's so many stains on it. If you don't believe me, you can't. There's no way you could possibly see it, but it literally says right here, coming in March 2008. Some of you weren't even born. That's how long I've been a weeb, all right? So just so you know, you haters. I graduated in 2010, by the way. God, I feel old now. Anyway, back to the story. I spent a lot of time in the desk of shame. So there I am, sitting at the desk of shame. I glance over and see my teacher looking to the door. His eyes were yearning. His lips were dried and cracking. He needed that sweet diet nectar. I love how you explain things. It's so good. He got up from his seat and walked around the class, glancing over our shoulders at our exam. But really, he was pacing, making his move to the back of the class, and ever so gently slipped out to the back door to get a refreshment. He just had to have his diet sodas. Now was my chance. I leaned over and found my name in the grade book my teacher left open. I scrolled down to a random test where I got 100 out of 100 and changed the score to 1,000 out of 1. It's not enough to get 100%. I got 1,000%. Take that, teacher. You're not gonna put me in the desk of shame. This is the desk of shame, by the way. Instantly erasing my grade from a D to a B. God, even after 1,000? I closed the window and leaned back to my desk of shame just as he came back into the room with an ice cold Diet Coke. After my final, I finished the year with a 92% A-. Suck it, Mr. Banks. Oh my god! I got it. That's freaking smart. That is extremely smart. This kid deserves an award. My god. Let's all give it a clap. Oh my god. He deserves 1,000 after that scheme. He moved a refrigerator from a class to another one at the precise timing, pretended to be late. It's like he had this planned. He's like Shikamaru, okay? If you guys watch Naruto out there, whatever. He's very smart. It's basically what I'm trying to say. Oh my god, it gets even worse. The teacher replied, I caught on after looking through the grades, Kevin. You didn't think I'd notice 1,000 out of 100? I was too impressed to change it. Hope you're doing well. No way, there's no way that's the actual freaking teacher. I almost fell. There's no way that's the actual teacher replying right now. Oh my god. Wouldn't surprise me. Teachers know students' grades. No chance a jump like that would go unnoticed if the teacher is even marginally competent. He must have been so impressed that literally, like, he just let him have it. He's like, you know what? He got me. That's some respect right there. Oh my god, now this is stupid. I had a teacher who would always teach Morse code during the first few weeks. That lasted until he caught two students blinking at each other during the final. That was Morse code for subscribe, guys. Today, scrub of the day goes to Kevin for pulling off that elaborate scheme. It's, you know, it's about time someone actually gave him props he deserves, okay? Until you guys move a refrigerator to get 1,000, then you're not gonna get scrub of the day on this channel, all right? So don't you freaking start cheating out there, all right? Because I'm watching you. What did we learn? We learned all kinds of things in the Bijuu Mike channel. Do not cheat, okay? Don't be a entitled parent. Let me know if there's other Reddit stuff you would like me to react to. I really love reading these kinds of things. I know it's just text, but I really feel like it's like super fun for me. So yeah, hope you enjoy it, guys. Subscribe if you want more, like it, and I will see Scrubs in the next one. Bye, guys.
Why can't I do to please you, mother? The best boss episode, screw you. Why can't I do to please you, mother? And I think it's gonna show. Yeah, dance while you can, cause you won't be dancing very long. Why can't I do to please you, mother? The best boss episode, screw you. I swear, and damn TV has something to do with this. I was only tilted. I wasn't planning on it.